Hello and welcome. My name is Tianna and today we are going to have an extra special tip today. I love travel yoga mats. I travel everywhere with my yoga mat. It is very rare that I leave and don't bring my yoga mat with me. So I want to tell you about these two travel mats and kind of give a comparison about both, and then also tell you which one is my ultimate favorite after having both of these yoga mats. So stay tuned and let's get started. All right, let's get into it. First, let me tell you the benefits of travel yoga mats. So not only can you travel with them, right? They are very light. They're very portable. They fold up. So I'm going to show you later on in the video actually how they fold, but just kind of giving you a brief overview of them. They are not going to be as dense as thick, and I'll tell you the thickness of each one, but you can fold them up. You can put them in a suitcase. You can put them in a book bag. You don't have to just roll them like a normal yoga mat. And then also, being that we're in this pre-COVID world, especially, if you want to go to a studio and you may not want to be on their yoga mats, you might rent one because you still want to have that flexibility of being able to put your yoga mat away. You can put this over top of one of the yoga mats that's in the studio. So you don't have to put a towel down, risk injury of slipping. These are very grippy mats, both of them. So that's one of the really big benefits. You still get to have that grippiness of a yoga mat and still kind of be on another yoga mat that may be a little bit thicker while you're in the studio. I love both of these, but let me first get into the Jade yoga mat. So I'm going to talk about that one first. This one was my baby. I've had this one for, I don't even know how long, probably about 8 years or so I've had this yoga mat. And this yoga mat has been everywhere with me, out of the country, different states, on the beach, by the pool, everywhere. And it has some little war marks on it. But I will tell you that this yoga mat is really, really good. So this one is 68 inches long. They do have another color that goes up to 74 inches long. This one is 1/8 of an inch thick, and it weighs in at just over about 3 pounds. So this one is really, really good. The company Jade Yoga, every time you purchase a mat, they actually do plant a tree, and that has now granted them over 1 million trees that have been planted. So they are very, very ethically strong company. They do try to use a lot of natural products within their merchandise. So I really do like Jade Yoga. And this yoga mat is about $65. And let me tell you about the Manduka. So this is the Manduka eKO Superlite brand, and this travel mat is really, really great. I love this mat. This is my new one. This is my new baby, and this one weighs in at 71 inches long, and that's the standard one for all of them. This one is about a 1/16 inch thick, so that's about 1.5 millimeters thick if you're looking. This one is about 2.2 pounds, so it's a little bit lighter. And then also it's the 99% latex, no PVC, all of that stuff there. I will tell you though, if you get a Manduka Pro, which I have a lot of Manduka's other mats, and I'll definitely review some other mats with you. But these are just travel ones. The salt method that they tell you to use, don't use it on any of the Superlite ones, any of the eKO ones actually. Any of the eKO lights, don't use the salt method on these yoga mats. They're very, very grippy though. And I'm going to tell you, I guess, why I like both of them. So both of them are very grippy. I will tell you that out of my comparison, this one is not as grippy. Now, I did get this one wet, and I'm going to show you an overview. You'll get to see an overview of both yoga mats. So I have a little line of demarcation here. Well, I'll tell you the story from that one. If you leave it out and it gets wet, so this is one of those instances where I had it by the pool and the sprinklers came on and I left it out overnight. Well, it got wet, and then that was the area that dried. It never really came back after that. So once you get it wet, you want to make sure that it dries completely. Don't roll it up. Don't leave it exposed to the sun. And that happened, you know, it got exposed to the sun and wet. So that is kind of a tell. It still, still works. Everything's still there, but it is kind of that little line there that you'll see. Now with the Manduka one, this one is very grippy, and it has that Manduka Pro feel to it. It feels really good, really grippy, and it just, to me, even though it's a little bit lighter than this one actually feels heavier to me than this one. Holding on to both of them, I can kind of see how this one is a little bit heavier. I mean, it's maybe about almost a pound difference, but this one actually feels a little bit denser. So that's why I like this one a little bit better. So even though I've had this one forever, I guess after the whole water incident, I said, well, let me look at something else. And this one actually it comes in at $44 in price. So it's a little bit cheaper, and Manduka has been around for a very long time. Everyone knows about Manduka mats, and I really truly do enjoy this one. You can get this on Manduka's site. This one is the what is the color? It's the Dresden Blue Marble, and they have many different colors and patterns, and the Jade one just comes in those single colors. That could be another reason why you may like the Manduka one as well. But I will say, out of all of them, I really do prefer the Manduka one. It feels good, it looks good, it's more of my branding color. I got this one way back when, before I even thought about being a yoga teacher. I had this particular yoga mat because I did truly love to practice yoga everywhere I went. So whenever I was somewhere, I felt like that was the perfect opportunity to practice yoga, and I really enjoy my travel mats. So let me actually show you how you can fold up your yoga mat. Because not only, are you taking it with you rolled up as a normal way, you're also going to roll them out. And I'm going to show you how it is both, you'll get to see both of them rolled out. So you can just take it here, and then you fold it, and then you fold it up. So you can fold it another way as well if you'd like to fold it another way. I typically just like to leave mine folded here, and I don't take it down too much from here. You can also, if you feel comfortable and you're not going to leave it a long time, you can roll it up like this and let it roll here. So whatever's comfortable. I'll actually show you this one as well. So as you see with the water, it did kind of get a little messed up. And so that's the underneath part. They are not reversible. Neither one is reversible. So keep that in mind. But I just like to fold them at the crease and then fold it here and then fold it one more time up. So if I fold them both the same way, you'll get to see side by side how they are. They pretty much are about the same. So like I said, this one's only a couple inches longer. And then Jade actually does have one that is 74 inches versus the 71. So they pretty much stack up about the same. With the Manduka one just being a little bit bigger, just a little more footprint, but relatively both the same. And I feel like you really can't go wrong with either one of these. Like I said, the grippiness factor, this one is going to be a little bit grippier, just a little grippier than the Jade Yoga one. But I really feel like you can't go wrong with either one. I love them both. I've had this one for years, and then this one I just recently got. So of course, it's probably like, that new car thing. It's like, oh, this is my new baby. But I will say I do truly like this one. I like this one a lot. Even if you look at the underneath of it, it doesn't have as much threading as the Jade Yoga mat does. So I'll actually make that a little bit cleaner. Let's do this a little cleaner. So I want you to look at both of them underneath. So this one has a little bit more threading. Now look on probably this side here. It kind of Once you get it wet, the grippiness is going to go a little bit away. This is the side that I got wet. This one is a lot more grippy on the ground. So keep that in mind as well if you do get it wet. You do want to clean this. Try not to use any bleach on any of these products. I do have a link and a video that talks about cleaning your mat. So you can also take a look at that. And that cleaning method can be used on your travel mat as well as your regular yoga mat that you use in your home. It's definitely important to clean your yoga mats now, especially if you plan on traveling with them and using them in a studio that you're going to put on top of a rental mat, because you just don't know how the studio is cleaning them. We know that, you know, most people are going to be ethically sound about cleaning their yoga mats, but you want to keep yourself safe. So just looking at the grippiness of it, because this is going to be going on a surface, rather if it's on top of another yoga mat or on another surface, you know, outside on the ground. So just keep that in mind. I think I have covered everything with the yoga mats. Feel free to go on to Jade Yoga's website. I will create a link in the description for both Manduka and for Jade. Yoga studios also sell a lot of these yoga mats as well, and REIs, things like that, and you can find it anywhere. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to me. I do love to get the questions in the comments. Reach out to me because I love both of these yoga mats, and I will be reviewing more yoga mats in the future. So stay tuned for those, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one. See you next time.